From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. Return coming from the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
17-yard line.
To a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got richer, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Twin, from me hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to M, now I got sell. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Behave no this,
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Take him down.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out in the clear. Jukes away from one. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Keeps it moving. A lot of space ahead. For the Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing. And Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking, 18, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't the pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Shotgun now on third down. That's complete to Sloan. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, come 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Take over.
Working now from the gun. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
70 ranges, 70 ranges. Say, hey, Riggs. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Big strike here to Williams. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down the 16-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
Gain of 26 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
18.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Jaguars will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jaguar.
Lawrence with it on first. And he throws it deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and 4 coming up now. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Second down gear to 2. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Go, son.
Lawrence working from the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On third down, here's Sutton. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
70 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Pass play now. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's the end of one here. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Begin. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. That's complete to Sam Laporta. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. A little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
18 Cardinal.
They'll throw for it. He connects downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like That just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
19. Shut up. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set go.
Sticking to the air here. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. In this game, trust me, it's never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Lions 7.
He's set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Rip 23. Hey, Soko, son.
On the give, it's Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Design run for Lawrence. And he stops. They call to go for it from their own side. Backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense. Keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they hold him short of the sticks.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Down by Caleb Bradshaw. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Gibbs now from the gun. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 5 on the play. That is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
3-yard line.
Check. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 18, Pioneer.
Throwing on seconds. He has it at the 5. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that cornerback. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Avoids the sack. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Once again here, second and 10. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay, ready?
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long. Throw here, third down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Hey, run!
Going on fourth, here's Lawrence. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
Throwing now on first down. This one to Williams out left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Let's go. Buffalo Cougar 19, 18 Rattler, 18
Go win him.
They're throwing it into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. Will bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
60. Shag. Hawk 70. Riggs. Check up.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. It's Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's tackled for no gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Go! 19 tackles, 70 Lions.
Quick throw left side, complete.
The second down pass completes to number 16. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's third and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Get up.
Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
The kicker on for the
A
extra
lot of
point.
pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. As this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down.
There we go. Good.
Back to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
The final throw before the break. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on. Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. Come 19, come 19. 70 Lions. Pirates, 7 Pop, Mustang 19.
Airing it out to start this drive. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he nearly gets them into the red zone. He's down at the 22. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Dragon 60.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Go.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, he picks up 9 on the play.
He was brought
Moving
down.
quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Tootin headed left. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Fields to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 27.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They're in long for him here. It's on target to Williams. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Motion, 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 motion. Go.
From the red zone now. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded at the 7. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Tootin. going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Inside give here for Tootin. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Running it after the penalty. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Tootin with it. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Fields bails out of the pocket quick. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Tootin. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Move 58, move 58, go.
Running here with Tootin. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Fields on 3rd. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Won't connect. That brings up 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Desperation time here. Taking a chance at the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game, but unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Makes attempt. He's still going. And he's brought down after a nice run into extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
60, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Motion. Shut down. Motion. Check. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. All the left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
60, Panther 60, Panther 60.
The toss, running right. It's Gibbs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
A loss of a
From Little
yard.
League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Check go.
I'll throw it. Big strike here to Williams. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Set. Cougar 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll throw it here on first. Completed to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Bravo 80.
Tennessee.
19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the red zone on first. Hits his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They are throwing it again. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions keep running away with this. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead.
Jaguars 10.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
19, Justin.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
The This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 22-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? 319.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Brought down at the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
A run here with Tootin, and he'll get them enough for a first down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the keeper. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. If they get the ball back, a little extra bonus on that return as well.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready, say, 70, hop, hey, smash. 18 card, trap 60.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Hurt. Motion. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions nearing their 6th win this season. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, 3rd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Gibbs. 2 yards on that run. It's going to bring up 4th and 6.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Some of y'all too big for your britches. Talk about a high five to the good girls and the good guys. Come on, too bad gotta deal with the Some of y'all too big for your britches. Talk about a high five to the good girls and the good guys. You know who you are.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground, Tootin. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There's a dive up the middle. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6.